Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. It's Mosier, Lombardi, and Kane. Big sports news of yesterday, fellas.
Yeah.
The Commanders' sale in the NFL.
Do you know the guy? Do you know this guy? He owns the Devils, and who else does he own?
I was going to ask if you've met him before.
The Sixers. I don't know the guy.
Never met him?
No, I don't know who this dude is. He owns the Sixers and the Devils, though, right? Something like that?
Yeah, Sixers, Devils, and now the Washington Commanders, which I think is an interesting point. I mean, listen.
He's got the East Coast covered.
Yeah, right? Wherever that bullet train goes, he is on it. But I think it's an interesting topic because obviously the NFL just wanted Daniel Snyder out, and sounds like they made some concessions about this ownership group just to get Daniel Snyder out of there.
Did you read some of the lurid details that have emerged from that investigation?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All I can say is, wow.
But you can see why they are trying to cover it up as quickly as they can. We'll fine you $60 million on the way out. And
so how does that work? Do they
what
say
does he care? He sold it for $6 billion.
That's what I'm saying.
But do they say you can't have your money until you pay the 60, or do they just garnish his wages like the IRS? I mean, how does that work? I don't know what the specifics are.
I don't know if the money goes through the NFL, but yeah, I mean, I assume they just take it out of the sale. I'm not sure how that works, to be honest with you.
I got something in football for you that I can't believe. What's the fastest you've ever been in your life?
4.740. Is that what you're looking for?
No,
Really?
not
That's
running.
fast, dude.
Not running. I'm talking about in a vehicle.
You ran a 4.740.
Yeah. I
Look at me in the face.
I thought I was going to. I played running back and.
Put your face on my face.
I played running back and linebacker in high school.
Let me see your face and look at my face.
I ran a 4.740.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm fat now. But if I wasn't,
going, dude.
I know I was fast, man. I really thought I was going to play college football. Thanks for believing me, Moj. What were you going to say?
What's the fastest you've ever been in a vehicle in your life?
In a vehicle?
Moj, when you ran that 5.7, did you feel fast?
Vic, I wasn't slow. You're out of your mind.
I can still turn it on the softball field from time to time, Vic.
I don't know why guys continue to do this.
All right, go on. What happened?
Minnesota Vikings rookie wide receiver Jordan Addison, picked 23rd overall this year in the draft.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
Was cited Thursday morning for speed and reckless driving after an officer clocked him driving 140 miles per hour on a freeway just outside of St. Paul, where the speed limit is 55. So that's 85 over the limit.
You know why that scares me anytime I hear that now? The tragedy that occurred in Vegas.
Yeah.
With
and a lot of people drew that conclusion.
Exactly right.
Comparison.
And that's not fun in games, right? No. How many times, Moj, are you on I-25 and you've got the little car races that go around? And I always sit there, and we all lived at that age, right? Then you're in, but on a highway where there's cars around you?
I don't know, man. It was just after 3 a.m. Officers observed a driver in a Lamborghini Urus. Must be badass, right? I don't even know what it looks like. It's probably, it's one of those. It's a Lambo, so you know what it looks like somewhat. Traveling 140 miles per hour in a 55. The trooper made a traffic stop, identified Addison as the driver. So, I don't know, bro. I mean, there's hardly anybody on the road at that time. If it's 3 a.m. and you're somewhere on 470, I'm sure people have gone 140 miles per hour before. The fastest I've ever been in a car is like 121. On my old motorcycle, I got to 118 one time, and it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, on a motorcycle?
It scared me to death. It scared. So it was actually.
You hit some gravel, and you're
absolutely dead. So I'm doing that. I said I got to see. I got to see if I can get up there a little bit. And I got to 118, and I was so scared. And there were no cars around. It was on when 470 first connected to 25 up north. I used to live way up north, and nobody's even using it yet. It's early in the morning, and I thought if a squirrel runs out here, I'm dead. I'm probably dead.
Why'd you do it?
Because I had a badass bike, man. I had to see, and I was a lot younger, man. This is 23 years ago, so I felt better. But I scared myself, and I said,
"So is that what
I'm
it looks
done
like?"
with that.
Urus is an SUV. He was.
Oh
in.
wow,
He's
that
in
looks like
SUV
one of those
going
Porsche SUVs too. Holy crap!
I don't know, man. Listen, it's like you said, it's hard not to think of what happened in Vegas and a young lady who lost her life.
And a
Horrible.
career that was ruined, a life that was ruined, 2 lives ruined, 3 lives ruined.
Now listen, and I don't know if you've got it there, Moj. I don't know if he was sober or not while this was going on.
I mean, there's no talk about. Yeah, there's no talk about being under the influence or anything like that.
Which
he
is
was just in
the
his
other
brand new
huge
Lambo.
factor, yeah.
He's a rookie wideout, 21st overall. That's a lot of money to spend on a car when you're a rookie wideout. Listen, you do whatever you want to do with your money. I wouldn't be buying a Lambo if I mean, you're a first-round pick in the NFL, but come on, man. So how do you show up?
What do you want him to buy?
Oh, like a nice SUV, man.
A Buick?
Go to Silterhar. They've got
Cutlass?
they got killer vehicles all over the lot.
Do you want him to buy a Ford Granada? I mean,
FJ Cruiser.
I never pass judgment on what people want to buy with their first checks. I mean, there's a lot of...
especially if you just have, like, if you buy one really nice car, then fine. I don't know. What else are you supposed to do with
Anyway,
the
the point is this, is that how do you show up to so the rookies are reporting on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's up. Yeah. 140 here. Yeah, I mean, just mind your P's and Q's when you're a rook, man. Mind your P's and Q's.
How about when you're a human, like on a highway?
I mean, yeah, of course.
mind your P's and Q's.
But you know what I mean. It's like, dude, come on, man. It's a hell of a way to start out your National Football League career before you even report your first training camp, getting busted for doing 140 and a 55.
Real quickly, we've got Robin Fraser coming up at 8 o'clock. But I introed this because one of the interesting things about the sale for Washington is that they are right now in a battle over the name Commanders, and they might have an issue with it getting licensed to them. And so they could lose the rights to the name.
From who's got the Commander's name?
Somebody else has the license. Someone else has the U.S. Patent Office is the one that they're fighting with to see if they can get the restricted license to the name. You know, how they all have the little R next to them, the trademark.
Well, listen, man, you would think that you would come up with, why isn't this due diligence done before you actually change the name of the team? You spent 2 years working on it.
How about super poor ownership?
I reckon. I mean, I guess I don't get it, man.
So my question to you guys is, do you want them to change their name again?
I think they should have stayed the Washington football team.
I thought your idea was perfect because it...
Washington football team.
Or DC. I thought Kane's idea too, just DC.
DCFT? Like DC?
Just DC.
Just DC.
Yeah, this week we're playing DC. I love it.
But they need a team name.
No,
DC.
you don't. DC.
Playing DC this week.
Just playing the Washington football team, DC.
I don't need a mascot.
I don't love that.
Don't even put a W on the side. Just put DC on the side.
I think it's cool.
Totally fine.
Well, the question came up, like, do they do a complete rebrand where they get rid of the colors and everything too? Because what they tried to do this time was save the colors, right? Save some of the feel, the nostalgia, the Burgundy and Gold. Now you got a brand new owner. You've already, I mean, the legacy of the team is the legacy of the team, but you've already, I mean, do you just change everything?
The nostalgia of the Washington football team, formerly known as the Redskins, that nostalgia to me, I hate them.
Yeah.
They beat my Broncos in the Super Bowl. Okay, Timmy Smith embarrassed the Broncos in the Super Bowl. I hate the Washington football team. It goes back to my childhood, and I've hated them ever since. But frankly, with all this talk about, it's such a, such tradition and legacy, let me ask you something. Over the last 40 years, which football teams had more tradition and legacy? The Broncos or the Washington, whatever you want to call it?
Did you see Nikki Jobvala's tweet?
What? No.
She covers Washington.
Yeah.
And she put together what Daniel Snyder's ownership was.
Yeah.
And it's just abysmal across the board. It's abysmal. Including they've had 2 All-Pros the entire time he was there, and one was a special teamer.
Let me tell you why they get so much love, because of what they did many, many years ago.
Before
and they
he
play
was
on the
the
East
owner.
Coast. Exactly right.
Yeah.
The Joe Gibbs football teams were great, all right? The John Riggins team's great. They haven't done jack. Since then. That is not a great football powerhouse that everybody makes it out to be. And I'm so tired of the narrative that, the Washington football tradition. Yeah. What?
It leads to the question of if they should go through a total rebrand. The other teams in the Washington area, all red, white, and blue. Do you just go red, white, and blue and rename the team something completely different and actually get the trademark for it this time, Moj?
I don't know, man. You know what they do in DC doesn't really affect my life that much.
Oh, thanks for joining us.
No,
Mose.
I guess
Appreciate
no,
you.
but my thought is this. My thought is, hey man, just get it resolved. Just be done with this. It's got to drive Goodell crazy.
I cannot believe how
gotta drive him
dysfunctional
insane.
that place was for so many years.
And that's why they were just desperate to get him out of
And
it.
I would love to have a heart to heart with Mike Shanahan, who had to walk into that mess.
Yeah. And try to fix it. Had the most successful season there, maybe under Snyder ever.
I could tell you this. I've had some conversations with Mike about the quarterback situation there when he inherited Robert Griffin, and he was told to play RG3 from the owner, even though he wanted.
But he
to play
wanted Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, he wanted Kirk.
And the owner basically said, "You're playing RG3."
Yeah.